Stars, another health lesson, another way to keep you healthy, which makes you happy, which makes everything better in life. When you're sick or hurting, things aren't good. So taking care of yourself, the best way to take care of today, tomorrow, your attitude, and happiness. So let's talk about today's lesson is hand washing. Yeah, hand washing. Now, we've talked about hand washing a lot, but I think we've run into a problem. Yep, I think we've talked so much about hand washing and sanitizer, you all think that the more you use, the better it is. It doesn't work out well, right? Like drinking water. Drinking water is great for you, but if you drink too much water, it can actually cause some serious problems. Eating healthy vegetables. Unless you eat too many, in which your stomach expands and you can have some problem. Yeah, right? Ugh. So it's about the amount. When you wash your hands, how much soap do you need? When you use a sanitizer, how much sanitizer do you need? Lately, I've been seeing a lot of kids with what they call a chemical burn. Now, a chemical burn sounds a lot worse than it is. In our case, the chemical burn is either coming from hand sanitizers or the soap that we're using. Now, a chemical burn can look like red, irritated skin. So your skin can look red, maybe a little bumpy. It may even start to kind of crack and feel like your skin is super dry. And when you put the hand sanitizer on, it burns so badly. Well, this isn't because you're allergic to soap or because your body's like, oh my gosh. No. This is because of the way that we're using the soap and the hand sanitizer. Now, taking care of your hands, germs, cleanliness, very important. Using soap when we wash our hands, very important. Using the sanitizer when we've been walking around touching things and we don't have a chance to wash our hands is very important, right? So, the problem we're running into is how much you guys are using. I was there watching a kid, and we have the soap dispenser in the bathroom, and he was pumping it. Boom, 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 boom. Like he had like 4 pumps, and there was this giant pile of soap in his hand. Well, of course, he goes to wash his hands, right? And then when he goes to rinse his hands, he only rinses them for a little while. Now, what you don't see is how much soap is left on your hands. You didn't rinse it long enough. There was too much soap on there to rinse it for that little bit of time. So what happens is the soap sits on your skin. Now, soap kills germs, which means that it can be pretty strong, right? It has to be. Using the soap to kill the germs and then rinsing it off, making sure that it's gone all off your hands, is very important. Because if you leave soap on your hands, it actually starts to burn your hand. Now, a chemical burn is different than a fire burn, right? Or like a stove. When you burn your hands with those, it's a little different than a chemical burn. Chemical burns come from a liquid or a powder or a paste that wasn't made for your skin. And when it stays on your skin for too long, it literally starts to burn your skin, just like if you were to burn it with a fire or the oven or steam. So you don't want to leave this stuff on your hands for too long. So when we wash our hands, 1 pump of soap, 1 pump of soap lets you get the soap all over your hands, in your hands, between your fingers, and then when you rinse the soap, you need to make sure that you rinse all of the soap off your hands. You don't want to leave any soap there. And if you use too much soap, then it's really hard to get it all off. So I know you like to see that giant fluff ball in your hand, but it's bad for you. You can't use that much soap. That much soap, but you could wash your whole body with that much soap. We're only washing our hands. So 1 pump. That's it. One pump. One. There's only going to be a little bit of soap in your hand. Rinsing and washing thoroughly is how we kill the germs. We don't just rinse. No. We want to wash our hands, and it's like the happy birthday song. That's what they say to sing when you're doing your brushing your teeth or washing your hands. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear me. I'm beautiful to you. Right? Okay, now I can rinse my hands. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're not as pretty as me. Okay, now I'm done. My hands are well rinsed. They were well washed. The germs are gone, but the soap is gone also. Very important. Now, sanitizer. I know that part of the problem is how big the pump on that sanitizer is. It's crazy. You pump that, and there's enough sanitizer to like sanitize your arms, your legs, your cheeks, your armpits, right? You could sanitize like 10 kids with one pump. So the amount of sanitizer you need is just this little bitty boop. It should wet the hand in front and back and between your fingers. And that's it. Now, when you get home, washing your hands well and rinsing them well so that you get the sanitizer off from all day long. Because the sanitizer, you're not supposed to rinse it off. But when you use too much, too often, it can start to get to your skin. People who have sensitive skin, right away, it starts to get to them. So the sanitizer is important. We want to kill those germs. If you don't have time to wash your hands, the sanitizer is necessary. But you don't need that much sanitizer. A little bit of sanitizer goes a long way. Remember, we only need to feel it on our hands. So a tiny little is all you need. Not that's too much. You're going to cause problems. Now, yeah, we have to worry about waste, right? Sanitizer is expensive, soap is expensive. We don't want to waste it. Costs money, and your parents pay for it. Yeah, taxes pay for all that, right? So it's not like the school, you're like, whatever, it's not my money. No, it's your family's money, it's the school's money, it's the community's money. But that's not the point. Yes, we don't want to waste, right? When we waste, we create more bottles that have to be recycled or wind up in the trash, right? So don't waste the sanitizer and the soap. For the most important reason is you don't want your hands to get burned. Also, pretty important, right, is the fact that why would you hurt yourself? By using too much soap, by using too much sanitizer, you're hurting yourself. You wouldn't throw yourself down in the street. You wouldn't jump onto your head off of the stage. You wouldn't smash your face into the wall because it hurts. So don't use too much soap. Do wash your hands properly. Do use the right amount of sanitizer. Not just because we don't want to be wasteful, but because we want to take care of ourselves. Washing your hands properly kills the germs and helps protect you and others. Washing your hands improperly, well, you're protecting others because you're killing the germs, but then you're hurting yourself, right? Those burns, ow, ooh. Now, how can you help it? What happens if you've got those sensitive skin? What happens if even a little bit of soap and you do everything right and it still hurts? There's this stuff called hydrocortisone cream. Your parents will know what it is. You can buy it at Walgreens, you can buy it at Target, you can buy it anywhere pretty much. Well, not the restaurant, they won't have it. But anyway, you can buy it in any of the grocery stores or Walgreens pharmacy, stuff like that, CVS, right? You get that, and before you go to bed, after you wash your hands carefully, before you go to bed, just rub that on your hands. It'll help to heal what's been happening and at the same time take care of those of you who are very sensitive, and that way the soap doesn't get to you. So before bed, wash your hands really well, rinse them really well, and then put on a little bit of that hydrocortisone cream. There's also some lotions that can help with that. But hydrocortisone cream is the best way for those of you who are in really bad shape. There's some other stuff as well. Talk to your pharmacist. Ask. They'll help you out. Well, Your parents can talk to the pharmacist. Take care. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Live long, happy. Take care. Bye-bye.